This is it. Hello, hello. I think your mic's on fully. Howdy, welcome to another playoffs here in the Quarantine Cup. I am just barely the number one seed. Lemon and I had the same points, but I'd won the head-to-head, so I'm here against Cyrix in the semis with Lemon Spawn and Bitter Wormcoil on the other side. I think that's 3 of the same people from the last week's playoffs, even maybe, or a couple weeks ago, something like that. So we've got Changeling and Governor, as well as, I don't know, those are kind of the main things. Maybe you could do some Rangers. Not impossible to have like a band that you're using for like some stuff. Monument opening seems reasonable. I mean, you could do Necro. I think I'm gonna go Monument Silver though. Not the best shuffle so far ever. Seeing the 3 estates. I think I wouldn't be mad at someone who's like, I'm gonna get Necromancer, or I'm gonna Ranger, you know, whatever. Those seem fine. I do have the I guess it wasn't actually a how do you say, wasn't a sombrero. The silver was in that one hand, though it wasn't really where I wanted it necessarily. There's almost something to be said for getting a hireling. Don't know if it's actually worth it, but so Cyrix is sort of playing the Smithy draw. There could be some sadness here, is very possible, but may just changeling this. Be honest, I don't know that I actually want the village. This was really nice for Cyrix. Got the draws. Now they're getting Governor. They found Changeling. It's probably be a band. It's fine. I think for here, I'll go ahead and make it a Changeling. This gold. Obviously, unless you believe there's some asymmetry, which I sort of do, there between the 2 decks, it's a little bit nicer to have well, that didn't work at all. Good province. Don't really have, really not quite the time, but they didn't find good stuff there, so that's nice. There's another Changeling here in the bottom, so we probably want to draw through. It's probably still worth it to get a silver. Probably not really worth it at this point to get a Changeling. This will be a good turn for Cyrix. Obviously I have better governor threat across the board. So I'm gonna try and green pretty quickly here. Presumably this will be a intro. So we're gonna try and what are we gonna try to do here? We could just put in a bunch of golds. This was probably not the right order. I could have saved a governor, so I should have. Yeah. Of what I'm thinking about doing, this was not right. Whether it was the play or not, I don't know. What I should have done is just gone up to the end of the shuffle with Necromancer and then gotten however many golds probably. There's like some world where you can like go for a pile out, I guess. That's the other play that I could try. Well, you're not going to get to a pile out yet. Yeah, I messed that up definitely a little bit. Now our decks are just these big, messy things, which I'm not sure if that actually favors me or not. Might very well favor Cyrix. It certainly gave them enough silver that the hand sizes they can get to, they can probably double province, not too hard. So we'll just see. But yeah, that was not probably not the way to play that. Frankly, I think I should have been, like I said, it could either be another gold or maybe trigger partway through. There's something to be said for like zombie apprenticing. We didn't play the monument again. Just greening a little bit there to put a little pressure probably would have been nice. Cyrix does have a couple golds, so there is some chance of remodeling for them, but they also just have the bias. not really clear that I get a lot out of. I mean, the only thing I can kind of see is like if I can get a ranger and play it, but probably at this point it doesn't matter. I'm not super likely to like shuffle again. These are obviously pretty nice for Cyrix, whatever's going on here. With me not using the governor plays. We'll see how it works out. But gets no journey tokens up, so this isn't so scary. Or down, whichever, I don't know which way is bad. Yeah, journey tokens up, so. Yeah, I wish I had put a little pressure on the last turn. I mean, double and triple are like totally feasible for me. So if I can double and then as long as they're not, if they have a good next turn though, I probably am just lost, frankly. But there's a lot of stuff they can draw that can be bad for them. Quite a number of things anyway. Only one province isn't too scary. IMO. I don't think they're gonna do triple or whatever. I do only have 3 governors in the bottom here though. Quite a few golds. There's a chance. I mean, is triple okay? Like, what's quad look like for them? Not impossible, but possibly a little bit hard. This is really bad. I could have bought an inn. No, I couldn't have bought an inn. I could have remodeled into an inn. Okay. This is rough for them now because I'm holding double in hand. Plus I'm holding double without drawing them anything. They don't have token up again. So it's a little scary, I think. I'm not sure how I should play this exactly. Like if I double, how likely are they to double? I mean, they have the mountain villages, so potentially they can just do whatever. I do have double and duchy. I can wait and see. So they would need double and duchy now. And I think I have a gold governor pair. Oh no, I'm not sure. They're going to draw a little bit. Well, they're going to draw quite a bit. Well, a little bit. I mean, right, it's hard. They don't have... Ranger doesn't draw that many cards. Still seems very possible that I'm just losing right now on the spot here. Probably depends a lot on what they do with the governors and things. They're out of being able to just yoink. I also have 2 defensive trashes. I guess they're more likely to just buy it. Well, at this point, they surely just have the money. Yeah. I don't know how I should play that. I do think I messed up in a few points. But I'm not exactly sure on the greening. I felt okay about what I did. Anyway, congrats to Cyrix. I don't know on the other side. It looks like they're done already. So I'll hop back in as not a player and go ahead and commentate the finish. Looks like Lemon won. So, Quarantine Cup finals. Oh, I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. If Cyrix and I are tied for Quarantine Cup titles right now, so if Cyrix wins, he'll take the lead back. Lemon wins, it'll give him like 6th, 5th or 6th, something like that. Quite a few. Or 4th, sorry. So, I mean, I don't care. Cyrix just got all this practice in with Ranger, so now he's ready for this one. It was pretty interesting that his deck was this thing that didn't do the governors at all, and I won the governor split big, but was still in a kind of tough spot. And probably in just the worst spot. Anyway, they both went remake silver again. Oh, remake Night Watchman, never mind. Classic Night Watchman now is already terrible. Though I guess opening with remake is quite a bit better than sometimes where you just get the Night Watchman and use it once and then it's complete garbage. At least here you can turn it into something nice and play the remake a little faster. I'll get a token here. Maybe good enough for him. I would have maybe minted actually. Yeah, I would have not just. 4 is good enough for a mint, I think for sure. Yeah, that looks like a mint. For Lemon there. I don't think that was right. To get the Tormentor and the Coffer versus Trash 4 coppers. I mean, the attacks, I don't know, the attack's a mixed bag. It could be brutal and it could be nothing. Just shrug it off, but. I mean, you definitely don't start discarding coffers here, you're probably triggering. Nice that they drew, probably nice that they drew the Night Watchman here, because the bottom 5 are mostly not great, I think. Wait, they net. Oh, it's Colonnade. I was thinking Colonnade, I was thinking Basilica. I'm like, why didn't they get the points? And I thought they hit auto buy, but it was just because it's Colonnade and not the other card. I think you discard Remake if it's on the top there. Yeah, I think you definitely toss it. Or I would. Yeah, but like, just draw into it. Obviously, the discarding. I don't think it gains you a whole lot to like be guaranteed to play the Remake this turn, but maybe it's worth it. I guess I can see both ways. They don't. Lemon doesn't actually have that much draw, so I can see Shanahan's point more, to be honest. Though I initially thought, tossing it was fine. If Lemon had more draw cards, it would look a little more like you need to play the or toss the Remake. But since they don't actually have draw, it's not like you're getting anything out of here. Don't they probably already have enough plazas? I guess you don't need to add the second ranger until after you've played one once anyway. Bad draw. Bad draw. The coppers are killing Lemon Spawn still. I don't know that. I haven't been watching Cyrix's turns really. Well, you can't do it until you shuffle decks, so they only really missed one. They did miss one though, you're right, Minion Pawn. They don't miss the first couple plaza plays you don't discard, but yeah, they missed one of them. And now they're just pretty much toast. With this is like almost full dead. Effectively a full dead. I mean, you get a little bit out, but it's the same thing now, right? If you play the Night Watchman. I don't know. It looks hard regardless. Two imps you can probably trigger again, but if you don't get far enough, you don't get to the Night Watchman, you can make your dud again. Also really bad for Lemon, they're going to be... Presumably Cyrix will just finish the Colonnade points this turn, so 10-2 there is going to be... Yeah, it's just one game, Shaka. I like Lemon giving him the buys. He doesn't have to do double conspirator. You can do plaza also or whatever. I would probably do something to get the colonnade, but I mean, I agree with Lemon Spawn, certainly, but funny. Never give up, never surrender. 8 points is pretty tough here, though. If you don't draw the Night Watchman, yes. I think so. Because then Lemon would have evened up the colonnade. I mean, yeah, I think behind for sure. Not like Lemon's tech is that bad. Look at it. I mean, obviously I'm playing with a little bit more hindsight than you were when you posed the question, but this is like totally great turn. I think ooh, this is sad. If only they'd thought of proposing the double curse. Next time. Maybe Lemon Spawn will review the tape and get this insight. Poor Lemon Spawn really needs to have a plaza on the top here. Syrinx still doesn't have that much money. Don't you do the catacombs, right? Well, they still can trash cat. And presumably will. They did get the bad jurors. I guess not. They flipped the token. If Lemon has Plaza on top, there's still a game at least. Okay, that's good. This is still a game. The money disparity is big enough between the two. That this is still, I would not have done cat there. I don't know if Lemon has the draw for it, but yeah, they do. I would have looked for a cat trash as a Lemon Spawn. That was pretty quick on the cat's play. They're also not taking coffers here when they probably can at least some. Yeah, there's some nice hexes. Discards would be pretty good. Well, I don't know. It would be good. Maybe it's not terrible. Oh, there's a gold in there. I would have, as Lemon Spawn here, I would have at least thought about getting coffers off all of these plazas. Yeah, most of them don't. I agree, Sean. Okay, they're going to drop the conspirators. Yeah, but Lemon Spawn, if they're going to play it this way, they could have gotten way more coffers. If you're going to play both the Rangers, then you should have like, well, just literally all the plazas. But realistically, definitely the last three. So that's two they missed. That's not great for Lemon, because, I mean, it would be great to have 5 coffers instead of this number of coffers. Syrinx tossing from the start, I guess, is reasonable. Yeah, this deck is really not. There's some transition, I think, missed as far as getting the power. I don't know what it was, but Oh, that's rough. Do you just play the ranger? I don't even know if you buy anything. You can buy an estate. Probably it's not too crazy, but I don't know about coffers for mill. That doesn't even. Estate is questionable to me, but nothing looked totally plausible. You'd have to do some counting as far as the total money amounts and stuff to figure out the coffer situation, but he played that partly in the wrong order. I guess it didn't matter with the ranger. If you're playing the ranger, it didn't matter. I don't know what he would do. Now I think you should be able to do coffers for most of this stuff. I don't get the order of some of these plays. Like, why are you stopping? Why? Surely you would play the conspirators out. I think this turn you're gonna want to take some coffers. I don't know. Looks rough though at this point. Not to say that it didn't look pretty rough already. I don't get the whether Lemon does the coffers or not has been really weird to me. Maybe there were some points where it made sense, but it's mostly been confusing to me. There are some things that, like, if Lemon gets certain yeah, this has been really bizarre. The coffer play in particular. And it would be great to have played it a little cleaner because it would really be nice to be in a position to threaten triple. So greed doesn't do too much. What would have been nice would have been an envious, I think, there. This is all quite weird. I don't think so, Shanahan. I don't see how it possibly can. I don't think it helps, though. I don't think it probably helps much. I mean, I see your point, but this just doesn't seem like it's doing. I don't even know what the line is with the remakes. Like, I do not know what the line is with the remakes. Super confusing. Is it like a Dutchy line, but you'll just be too far behind in points. Hard to even play them. So Cyrix can just pretty safely double regardless. There wasn't really a world. I mean, there wasn't. Needed a dud. I don't know what the Dutchies. Lemon Spawn needed a dud from Cyrix, right? And I don't know what the Dutchies. Yeah, but he didn't need the triple. I guess it helps, but double is already winning, so I don't think it moved the needle. That was interesting game. I think this week in the playoffs, my game and Lemon's game, I would say Cyrix deserved it for sure. But anyway, congrats to Xerix and congrats to Lemon Spawn. Congrats to me and Bitter Worm Coil. Thanks everybody for coming out and playing, watching. Hope you had a good time. And we'll catch y'all next week.